The Game Awards just landed hard, and we found out about a load of great new stuff that we cannot wait to play. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on gameranx, the 10 best new games announced at the Game Awards 2022. Starting off with number 10, it's Remnant 2. Now, the first Remnant came out back in 2019, and, well, it's a pretty good Souls-like. A lot of people consider it a hidden gem. It's got a very high user score on Steam, despite the fact that critics rated it kind of middlingly. It's one of those beloved games that maybe never got as big as it deserved to, for whatever reason. I mean, the world that it sets up is so unique and unlike basically any other Souls-like, without abandoning important conventions of the genre. I mean, it's a good game. It's solid and a lot of fun. The developers are touting its combat. It's been improved, exactly how we don't know just yet, but they've also incorporated a new, what they're calling an archetypal progression system. I enjoy the first game, and I'm really happy they're making a second. I hope this one gets the attention that the first one deserved, and maybe it'll bring some more attention to the first one. At number 9 is Transformers Reactivate, and I don't know, I gotta just admire the balls of this. So, I don't know almost anything about this game other than it seems like you're Bumblebee and it seems like it's a first-person shooter. So, those are things that make it seem interesting to me. That could be a good game. But the trailer, I mean, you know how for a while they were doing like dramatic covers of 1980s hits like Everybody Wants to Rule the World? Well, they did a Bon Jovi cover in that way here, and it doesn't have the dramatic cover effect of a Tears for Fears song, let's say. However, I still admire it. It's just, I love the song personally, and I get why they would do this. And it does actually have me intrigued, so I have to give them some credit on that, even though maybe I would hear the idea for it and go, yeah, that's not going to work how we want it to. It got me interested in the game, so, I mean, props to them. The game also, if it ends up looking anything like the trailer, is going to be a really strange and interesting mix of things. Like I said, as far as I can pin it down, it's a Bumblebee first-person shooter. Beyond that, your guess is as good as mine. Lot going on, though. Lot going on in the trailer. It's apparently a 4-player game. Yeah, you can play it single player, but I guess it's co-op as well. I definitely want to know more, and I think we'll find out a lot more when the closed beta happens in 2023. At number 8 is Crash Team Rumble, a game that, from the trailer, you might not exactly understand, but it seems actually fairly simple. This is a 4v4 multiplayer rumbler where each character has a different set of abilities, but the main goal is to get fruit, bank it in your goal, as well as defend the opposing goal so they're not able to bank their fruit. While it's not the same concept, obviously, I'm kind of interpreting it as a little bit Splatoon adjacent, and I really like that there's something like that out there. There's really nothing trying to be that. Honestly, if they handle this well, this is gonna be a really fun game, frankly. It's being developed by the same people that did Crash 4. Crash 4, fantastic. It looks like they're preserving the gameplay style, but making it into an arena brawler, and that just works. I think that could be fantastic. It's apparently going to land next year, too, and honestly, if it's as fun as the trailer makes it look, I'm there. At number 7 is Banishers Ghost of New Eden, a new game from the developers of Life is Strange and Vampire. This is an action RPG, and Don't Nod is now not unfamiliar to that genre. Vampire is essentially that, and it appears that the story centers around 2 ghost hunters who love each other. So that could either be really good or really bad. Don't Nod is, of course, very famous for their actually successful lack of subtlety in the Life is Strange games, which, to be frank, shouldn't be as good as they are based on if you described them to another human being. So I think they can probably pull that off. We don't entirely know about what the combat's going to look like, but it looks like an interesting world, and I don't know, Don't Nod manages to do stuff that seems like shouldn't work, and then it does. So I'm looking forward to it. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden looks like it's targeting late 2023 for release, and I look forward to finding out more about it. At number 6 is a new Horizon Forbidden West expansion called The Burning Shores. It's really interesting what they decided to do with California. You see the Hollywood sign, a lot of it's submerged, it's kind of islandy, and there's a lot of volcanoes. I don't know, I think this is probably the most radical transformation they have given to a present-day area you will have seen in Horizon so far. This one's being developed exclusively for PS5 because they want to take advantage of the technical prowess of it. So unfortunately, it's not coming to PS4, which does, on some level, kind of suck, but on another, it definitely ensures this is going to be a big, impressive game. Length, we're not sure of yet. I have to imagine it's not going to be a lot different from the expansion for the original Horizon, and it's going to be landing on April 19th. Definite must play. At number 5 is Judas, which comes to us from Ken Levine, creator of BioShock. And, well, it looks like BioShock, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Our man has been MIA for a long time with his studio Ghost Story Games, and he made it seem like he wasn't going to do something like this, and I think everybody was kind of like, really? You're not going to make a game like BioShock? And lo and behold, he's made a game that looks a lot like BioShock, and I'm happy. I'm happy to see this. It takes place on a starship that is apparently falling apart. You're attempting to escape, and your only hope is alliances with your worst enemies, which sounds quite intriguing to me. So this was at one point probably just going to be a small game that was supposed to release in 2017 and has been reported to be in development hell multiple times, apparently changing direction a lot. But apparently, the main problem is just that it's extremely ambitious. From what we've seen, and I think smartly, they've just shown you that they're making a game that you're going to want to play because it's like BioShock made by the BioShock guy. That was a smart introduction to the game, in my opinion. But what has caused it to be such a big, wild ride that's been going for this long, I'm very interested in finding out about. It's going to be landing on all major platforms, but I have no idea when. Hopefully, given that they're showing it off, it's not too far, but we'll see. And number 4 is Hades 2 from Supergiant Games. These folks have never made a sequel, and Hades was so damn well received and successful, they were like, all right, well, let's do that. So Hades 2 is about a different character, an immortal princess of the underworld who is looking to take down Kronos, the Greek god of time. The game retains all of the things that made Hades charming from what we see so far. We've got that great art style, the combat looks really slick and well refined. It's great to see Hades continue, honestly. Hades, the original, is just probably peak Supergiant Games, and they've made a lot of bangers through the years. So for me, it's just exciting to get more of it. I love Supergiant Games. I've been with them through Bastion. I remember putting that game on and realizing there was a narrator, and wow, man, they just rule. I can't wait to play Hades 2. And number 3 is Crime Boss Rockay City, which is a first-person crime city game that features, and this is really a hell of a cast, Michael Madsen, Danny Trejo, and Chuck Norris. Vanilla Ice is also in it. It kind of looks like a full-on first-person shooter Grand Theft Auto type game and has both a single-player campaign as well as cooperative multiplayer. It's coming to us from 505 Games and In-Game Studios and will apparently have a lot more 90s heroes in its cast. I mean, Danny Glover is in it. I have to imagine a lot of the budget of this game is just going into the cast, so I'm pretty interested in seeing where this goes. This game is actually coming out fairly soon in the future, March 28th. So I'm interested in it, but I also have a mild hesitance just based on the fact that they're trying to go so hard into nostalgia for something that has never existed before. Like, we don't really have a 90s first-person crime city game. So we'll see. I think this could go one of two ways, really good or really bad. We'll find out on March 28th. And number 2 is Death Stranding 2, which, holy crap. Now, it was leaked by Norman Reedus that this game was in development, but it wasn't a big leak, and I had actually forgotten about it. So when it happened, it was kind of like, what? Expecting to know what's going on in the world of Death Stranding in a trailer for a game that doesn't exist yet is like expecting to be able to fly, like in real life, not in a video game. So it's not as if we have even a real clue as to what the hell is going on here. But it's Death Stranding 2. It's got a lot of the original cast. I guess the world didn't end. That's good. Although I don't know if that's completely true. We really never know with Death Stranding. It's hard for me to even speculate about it because I'm not 100% sure that I understand the first game, and I've beaten it several times now. But I loved it, and I'm really excited for more of it. And finally, at number 1, From Software is finally bringing us another Armored Core game, Armored Core 6, the first Armored Core in a decade, and actually kind of amazing that a franchise that's gone this long, started in 97, is still being developed by the main developer. And it's From Software, so they've had other astounding hits. You know, the Dark Souls game and the various other games following that formula, and they decided to return to this era in their long history. People who never heard of From Software until Dark Souls may not even realize that they have made like a million Met games. And frankly, it looks like they've upped the stakes in every conceivable way. Even if you have no idea what Armored Core is, if you saw this trailer, you were like, holy crap, yes. From is touting a new progression system, apparently much more expressive and free movement, and also some integration of what they're calling groundbreaking gameplay found in their recent games. So expect the little souls in there. I don't know, this is easily one of the coolest things that could possibly happen during the Game Awards. It's coming next year, and wow. Couple of bonus games for you. A new side-scroller called Earthblade from the developers of Celeste. Still a platformer, but looks like they're going in a more Metroidvania direction, despite the fact that they're saying that the seamless nature of the world makes it less like a Metroidvania. I don't know, it looks like a Metroidvania to me. Looks good, though. Next is Bayonetta Origins, a sort of top-down spin-off Bayonetta game. Looks maybe a bit more child-friendly than the rest of the Bayonetta series, but that may just be the graphic style they've chosen to present. Looks good, though. Next is Immortals of Avium, a magic shooter from Ascendant Studios, which is made up of some Call of Duty and some Dead Space developers. It does kind of look like fantasy Call of Duty, and I don't hate that. Next, there's a Hellboy game coming, Web of Word, a cel-shaded game that has some God of War reboot vibes, if you ask me, if the trailer is actually reflective of the type of gameplay it's going to be. Wayfinder, a new game from Digital Extremes and Airship Syndicate that looks a bit like a pretty unique looking dungeon crawling game. It's definitely got a unique graphical style to it. And finally, After Us. This game has kind of a vibe of a much more complex journey. It's a platformer where you revive species of animals by finding their souls and learning about their fate. It does look a lot more dark than Journey, to be frank, but the influence is clearly there. I think a really interesting looking title and can't wait to hear more. That's all for today. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week. Best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription, so click subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications, and as always, we thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter at Falcon the Hero. We'll see you next time right here on gameranx.